Mm. Woo. Wow. Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. What's up, Joe Boo and Joe Bear in the house? And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. So let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods here. Wake up, guys. On this Taco Tuesday, may all your taco dreams come true today because it is truly Taco Tuesday. Okay, so I was getting set up this morning for my morning video and things, I'm going through and setting up the screen images and things, getting my mental notes together about what I'm going to talk about and things. And I was on the Twitter, just checking everything on the Twitter, seeing what's up with all the people and things. And I came across LeBron James was trending, and I was like, okay, let me see what he did last night. Must have had a monster game or something. It was a monster, all right. Um, what happened was a woman was kicked out of the game. She's down in, the lower seats, the high dollar seats and stuff. And you'll see pictures and stuff of her, literally standing on the court there, and you know the finger action. You know the finger. I can't stand the finger. She's up in her meat coat and everything else, and she's cussing at LeBron James. LeBron James had her removed. I don't understand why you think you can cuss out a guy on the court and you're okay with it. Just because you pay money does not mean that you are paying for the right to abuse somebody. But be that as it may. LeBron said afterwards he thought it was a father with his daughter. And I'm not making fun of a May, December, romance. Age ain't nothing but a number. After she cussed out LeBron James and was removed, she posted this on social media, I guess Instagram. And I just want to show you this because I'm just kind of like, I can't believe this. I mean, seriously, I just can't believe this.
Just got kicked out of the game for talking shit to LeBron James, for talking shit to my fucking husband. This is such fucking bullshit. Listen, let me tell you, LeBron James looked at my husband during the game and cussed him out, and I stood up and I go, don't fucking talk to my husband. Talk to my husband one more time and I will fuck you up. And he started fighting with me. He goes, shut your mouth, dumb bitch. And I go, you shut your fucking mouth, bitch.
Okay, I got a couple of questions here. She was removed from the game, right? We see her walking down and she's saying, you know what? Let me back up here. Let me see if I've got this straight. LeBron James was in the heat of battle in the middle of a basketball game. He stopped playing basketball and he started scanning the crowd looking for somebody, and he stopped and said, you, and I'm going to attack you tonight. That he literally made a point of coming after your husband for no good reason. Is that what we are led to believe? That he started cussing out my husband and stuff. And let me go even a step further. You felt it was your job to defend your husband against the basketball player? Now, okay, all right, I get that. I'm assuming that she figured she was going to kick his ass. But the amazing thing about this is, as I see her walking out, and her apparently at a bar or someplace, venting her grievance, her husband didn't get kicked out. He didn't get kicked out. He's still at the game. So he sat his ass down. Wait. He sat his ass back down to finish enjoying the game while they escorted you out? Okay. Moving right along here. Wow. Here's the thing that I'll say. It when you are in the spotlight, be it an actor, an athlete, hell, YouTube, you open yourself up to be abused. And people figure that, because I watch, it's my license to be abusive. And don't realize that people that you are cussing out and saying vile things are human beings too with feelings. You wouldn't want to be treated that way. And what I always try and say to people is, treat people the way you want to be treated. Now, I do go through and I'll tell you you're an idiot when sometimes people will say stupid things. I'll say you're an idiot. And maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should try and be a little bit kinder as opposed to saying,
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Instead of going Samuel L. Jackson on people, but, I guess do unto others the way you want them to do unto you. But anyway, moving right along, wow, they told you to sit your ass down. Out of here. Interesting take. Last year, end of the season, back this time of the year, when we were looking at paying Amari Cooper, it's kind of amazing that most people were like, let him walk. Amari Cooper, man, he can't stay healthy. He disappears in games. He sucks, man. Don't pay that guy. And when we looked at it and he got his contract, which is technically a $100 million contract, people balked. Man, that's too much damn money for Amari Cooper. That's wasting things, right? That's what they said. And technically his contract wasn't really $100 million. You can look at contracts and you'll see the top number, but technically all it really was a $42 million contract. It's really a 2-year deal at $21 million. That's what it was. You've already been through the first year, and he's made it through the whole season, and not only made it through the whole season, has actually thrived. When you think about the season that Amari Cooper, see, the problem for Amari Cooper is CeeDee Lamb is flash. In some people's minds, CeeDee Lamb had a better season than Amari Cooper. Because Amari Cooper, he's that lunch pail guy. He goes to work. He's a statistician when it comes to running routes. He gets a catch, tosses the ball to the officials. He's not doing he does his job. And he blends into the scenery. But last year, for him, even with losing Dak Prescott, he still ended up having more catches than any other year of his career, 92. The closest to that was 83. 9 more catches than he's ever had. And the amazing thing is he only had 3 drops the whole season. That's it. 3. Some other guys had a lot more, but 3 drops. Now, he did end up getting his ankle cleaned out after the season, but did not miss a game. And in fact, he ended up with over 1,100 yards last year. 1,114 yards, second best of his career. And when you think about the games like with Ben DiNucci and stuff, and like when Dak Prescott first went out, to get that many yards is amazing. In fact, through the first 4 games of the season, he was on pace to go over 1,600 yards, which would have been a monster year, I believe, maybe close to a Dallas Cowboys record. So when you look at saying, you can't pay guys, well, it's a crapshoot just like the draft is. Because on the flip side, you can look and say, maybe we shouldn't have paid Jalen Smith. Now, it was just one bad year. He can turn it around. Maybe. You could look at Zeke Elliott and say, holy moly, we are on the chain for how many more years with Zeke after that season? Well, we can look at the season in so many different ways. Do I think that Zeke Elliott is 2016 Zeke? Probably not. But I don't think Zeke Elliott is 2020 Zeke either, with a better offensive line. When you think that Terrence Steele had almost 1,000 snaps, Terrence Steele, that, we're not going to do a lot of great things on offense. And that's one of those things that will definitely improve when you get back Tyron Smith, be it that he may miss some games. But if you have him for 10 games, that's going to be better than having him for only the 2. If we get Lyle Collins back, okay, and we get some of these players back into the mix, the offense will be able to go forward. But the reality is, here's going to be the interesting thing going forward. What people aren't really taking into consideration when you start thinking about the salary cap is at this moment, you're going to have for the first time in forever, if maybe ever, that the salary cap will go down because of COVID. It just is. That's just a hiccup along the way. It's kind of like investing in the stock market. You go for the long. When the salary cap first started at $32 million, it's continued to rise and rise and rise and rise. And come next year, the salary cap will explode. And when it explodes, player compensation will as well. When you start thinking about TJ Watt is probably going to get 26, 27 million, you start looking at D-Law's contract at 21 and say, that's not so bad. When you look at Pat Mahomes' deal at 45, when you looked at the deal Kirk Cousins signed for at 28 and say, that's not so bad. Even the bump up of 33 for the next 2 years, that's not so bad. So come the end of next season, these contracts that we look at, including Zeke Elliott's, are going to look at it and say, well, it's not so much. Early projections by 2026, 5 years from now, the salary cap was estimated to be at about $460 million, more than double where it is now. So don't be quite concerned with the numbers now. What you have to be able to do is get through to this year. Whatever you have to do, you get through this year. If you can get these deals done this year, it behooves you than waiting till next year when all of a sudden there's a whole lot of new money. Because understand, the television contract is being redone. There will be new players that are trying to get a piece of the NFL pie, which means that it will drive the price up. DirecTV probably won't have Sunday Ticket. It'll be YouTube or Amazon or one of these guys will have that subscription base going into streaming, and they will be paying through the nose. ESPN wants a Super Bowl. All these pieces are going to dump more money into the NFL kitty, and you're going to see the salary cap, it might be 185, 190 this year. You'll probably see it at about 225 plus the following year. And it'll keep from there just blowing up even more. So the bottom line is, if you can get that free agent this year in a depressed market, you're going to get a lot better price than you would the following year. And that's all I got to say about that. You know, with the Cowboys and all that is with the Cowboys, you just never know when stuff's going to go crazy. Here it was, we were talking about Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff, and I've got Ram fans that are mad at me. I got Ram fans that literally want to kill me, but that's cool. That's cool. In fact, I got Lion fans that want to kill me as well, and that's cool. That's cool too, because they don't want to hear it. They don't, and that's cool. That's cool. Who would have thought that we've been talking about a same offer being offered for Dak, which started off a whole nother firestorm? So we'll see where all this stuff goes. We'll see if there's any other news. Things I guarantee you between now and the next 3 weeks will definitely be a lot of talk about Dak Prescott and his contract, because, again, that is the beginning of free agent window opening for franchise tags. The Cowboys are going to shit or get off the toilet. And as always, friends, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. I'll see you soon.